We're back with part 2 for light boxes, the trick to help our pages load faster and a way to show videos and images. Now you're going to need a few tools on this time. We last left off where I was showing you the files. Here is all the files from the light window. I kept calling it light box, but this one is actually called light window. And you're going to need an FTP program. I use FileZilla. I think it's filezilla.com. Just go Google it if you don't have it. It's a free FTP program, and you will need your settings. And guys, there's tons of videos and tutorials on how to do FTP, so I'm not going to go into that. If you don't know how to do it, take the time and go do a little research and find out. Okay, so what I did is I took and I did my root domain, and I copied the folder that had all the stuff in it in light window right here, and you'll see it light window. So I have all the files, and guys, as I said in the last video, you don't have to copy all the HTML that came with it, but I did, and here's why. Let me go back to my web browser, and we can go to here, and you can see the domain. This is my domain and the folder light window, and there was an index HTML in there, and I went ahead and put that in there so that I can come down here, click on their little demo, and I see that it works. So this is just an easy way to go ahead and test it and to see that it works. Now, as I said in my last video, I also have a blog set up at test, and did I not misspelled it there. Let's go back. Oops, I did text again, not test. Let's see if we can get this right this time. There we go. And what I've done is I've already massaged the code here, and we can go here and we can click this, and it does work now. So let me show you how I did this, and I'm actually going to do it live for you here so that we can see how we did it. Now let's go back to my blog that I'm trying to get my ranking and not my test blog situation. And so this is the video that we want to change. Now the first thing that you need to do is you need to go and we need to modify the header file so that there's some code that we have to put up. And if we go back to the home page for Light Window 2.0 here, and you don't have to worry about marking this down. I'm gonna put this on the blog here so that you can find it. We've already got our download, and if you come up here a little ways, oh, right here it is. How to use script. What we need to do is we need to add this little section of code to our header file. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I've already logged in. Here it is, my dashboard to my blog. This is my back office, or what do you want to call it, the dashboard. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to design, and what this is going to show me is this will tell me what theme I'm currently using, and it should tell me the folder that it's in, and this is important. And it tells me that this theme is the current theme that I'm using, and the folder is Beach Holidays. Okay, now what we need to do is go back to our FTP program, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to navigate. I'm going to close. I'm going to go to where I actually have my plugins, which is right here, and I'm going to go to the light window. Now here's the folder that I moved over, and I'm going to delete this, and I'm in FileZilla. One thing I hate about Vista is the file system just takes forever. So let me pause the video and get that deleted because it takes, I don't know why Vista does that, but I'm going to pause the video just for a second here, guys. Okay, I got that old header PHP file deleted off of here, and you can stick it just anywhere. You just want to make sure you know where you stick it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to navigate to our blog, is where the blog is that I'm wanting to update here, and we're going to go to theme under WordPress contents. We're going to go to theme, and then we saw that it was Beach Holiday, so you want to click on this, And now this is going to come up with a whole bunch of different files. Now don't let this scare you guys. Anybody can do this. What we're going to do is we're going to take the header file, which is what we need to modify, and we're just going to put it over here, and it's going to automatically, FileZilla is going to copy it. And now what we need to do is we can come over here to, let me find my other window, and now you see that we have the header PHP file. Now if I double click it on mine, it's going to bring it up into a PHP editor because I do PHP programming. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on it, just so y'all guys, I'm going to open it up in Notepad+. Now guys, Notepad+ is a great editor. If you notice, it automatically color codes everything. Now I'm going to close this down for a second, and if I open it up just in a plain editor, if we just go, we'll choose Notepad here, and it doesn't have Notepad listed here, so we'll have to browse. And I got to think a minute where Notepad is. Notepad should be in the it's going to be in the Windows folders where actually Notepad is actually at. And if we come down here, we should find Notepad. There it is. So I'm going to tell it to open it with Notepad. Now I'm going to uncheck this because I don't want it normally to do this, but this time I want it to. Now here's how what most people's going to see it as, and they're going to go, ah! I know this is going to scare them to death. Don't let it scare you guys. Even in here, I'm going to widen this out just a little bit, and I'll show you what we're going to look for. One of the things you could do is you could always do a search to look for this, and if you stretch this out, I can't stretch it very much more for the video screen for you to see it, but what we're going to really look for is this header right here. This is the closing of the header, which is part of the file here. Now you can always put it right after this. What I generally do is I look, and there's usually going to be some link references or some JavaScript references, and you can already see I've already actually added it to this. This is the part that we need to add, and I forgot I'd already done that, but okay. So we've already done this. Let me show you. So all I would have done though is copy this, and we will go back to, whoops, go back to the web page here. Get my windows open. Go back to the demo here, and so all I would have done was taken is copy this, right click, copy, and then go back to my text file here and paste it, and I left a space in there, and so that's what we need to do. Now the second thing we need to do is, when you first get it, if you look at the code over here, you'll notice that it has JavaScript and then a file name, and then JavaScript and a file name, and then it has the CSS. Okay, now because we put it in its own little window or its own little folder, we needed to modify that. So we go back to my text file, and so what I did is we do a slash, I called it light window, and then another slash is all we had to do to modify that. Now that we've done this, now what we need to do is save this, and then once we save it, we're going to come back to our FTP program over here, FileZilla, and we're just going to copy this, just going to drag it over here, and it's going to ask us, do we want to overwrite it? Say yes. Now when you go back to your blog, you do a refresh, you're not going to see anything happen yet. Okay guys, this is going to be part 2. We're going to close this down, and we'll do part 3, and we'll wrap it up, guys. Thanks for being here.